Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's daily review. Today is January 19, 2023. Let's jump right into it here. So today's a little bit of a funny day. Price opened up, came down, took out some objectives here on the left side, and then closed a little bit of a low range day a little bit. And obviously I'm still aiming for these, but I do expect some type of retracement into this imbalance here on the daily. So this big massive candle, and then there's a little imbalance here. I think this will be left for a while. Like what I mean while, I mean like months maybe. Who knows? But I do know the price will definitely come back into this range. I mean, it doesn't have to, unless it just wants to just keep sinking and coming for this, because it's in a rush, as you see that. It's coming for this, and then maybe stopping somewhere here for a moment. Like somewhere, as you see here, right? You see it was in a rush, gap. This gap didn't get filled until 3 months later, right? So I'm expecting something like this. See this little price action here, where price came down like this, like today, this candle, this is where we are in my mind. And then we're going to kind of like retrace a little bit back into the candle. So I'm expecting something like that here. Okay. At least to this resistance block right here. See this block? This would be your classic support resistance as well if the price comes and stops right there. All right. Otherwise, it really could just keep falling through. Now we do have news next week on Tuesday, which is, look, I mean, Euro got news. Pound got news, USD got news, and Australia got news. So, I mean, you're talking, I think what they're going to do is two options. Either they're going to play around here and consolidate until then, right? And use the news to jam it up here, which I don't see that happening too much, because now we got kind of like these two peaks up here on price, and then, or they're going to use that news on Tuesday, January 24, to just really push it down for something like this, kind of like this whole motion where it just every day just keeps coming down like that until it retraces. So like more coming down and then retracing. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting, honestly. But in my opinion, the lows, they're looking for the lows. They're hunting that. They're trying to get them out quickly. So quickly going to a smaller time frame here. Let's go to the 5-minute. And as I was mentioning yesterday in the video, and please watch previous videos so they make sense. This is the previous day right here. So this is today. This is previous day. And I was saying how, look at the price. It's ranging. It's expanding. It's not breaking, but it's keeping its level of price. So I was expecting something like this here, which you can see it forming now. You gotta let it range. Once the price drops, let me go to a 4-hour just so you can see it. Once the price drops, it needs to start ranging. Ranging to me means that it needs to, like this, it needs to expand and kind of like find its floor. Right? So then it can show you some type of movement back into the imbalance of price. Well, here's the balance of price. So right now it's going to range. People are trying to catch the bottom. People are trying to catch the top of selling. So the algorithm knows that. So what it'll do is it'll start expanding like a speaker. That's what I call it, a speaker. And you'll see examples if you backtest it, but I can see them creating this. So you got people who are trying to catch the bottom here. So they're going to catch it one more time and then one more time down, kind of like this. You see this? You think it's the floor. Boom, big bullish. One more time. You think it's the bottom floor because it went and took up this high. Boom, it took it out again. And look what happens again. One more time takes it out, right? So we generally call it a 3 drives pattern. But you're expecting that kind of fuckery, I'll call it, here. So it can then create these high points because people are now selling. It's creating liquidity so it can then come back up and take it, using it as fuel to the fire, right? Fuel for the engine to kind of now come back up, grab it here or grab it here, or 50% or whatever, or up to this block here, this resistance block here, and then kind of come down. That's what you're expecting. Really, I've seen this a million times, so it's just kind of what it is. All right, back to the trade here. Very difficult day in a way. This was definitely a scalping day. You should never hold anything here because of such the big range that we had these last 2 days, right? So once you have those 2 big previous days of range, you've got to let it consolidate. You got to let it kind of bounce. It's not going to just keep sinking, even though it could. But I mean, in general, it's gotta ping pong a little bit, right? So you don't want to be messing with this if you're new, especially. But here I caught a loss trying to catch this coming into here as it took out this low and into this price imbalance. I wanted to catch it from here and go up. So what did it do? It took me out, and I got very tight stop losses. I know if it's like breaking this, if it's breaking this again, I'm out. I'm not in it. So price came down, came to an 88, hit this demand block here. See that block? Hit the block. Boom. And then on a 1 minute, you can see it coming back in. Well, I'm not even going to do that. On a 1 minute, you can see it coming back in, entered there. And my intention is to take to this high, and then this is that starting of that big daily imbalance. Hit the 27, negative 27. That was 80% off of the trade, and then the trade reversed. So now we're here, and price can, obviously you got a high here, you got these lows here. So it's going to start expanding. You're going to see it. You're going to see it's going to start coming here, then coming here, and then coming here. And it's just going to keep expanding unless it just sinks right away. All right, so hope this helps. Again, this might confuse you a little bit, but if you back test and you check the flow of big drops and certain scenarios like this, you'll see the price expand and start to create a speaker, and then and creating these high points so then they can come and take it. All right. I hope this helps. You guys take care. God bless.